Drawing cube is one of the journeys you have to go through if you want to improve your drawing skill. Last week, we talked about how important it is to draw cubes. This week, I'm going to show you 5 common mistakes when people draw cubes. Coming up. Each step gets you closer to your goal. Hey, it's Jenny, an animator located in Toronto. In this channel, I do drawing guides and tips in English, as well as lifestyle in Canada in Mandarin. If you're new here, consider subscribing. So, the first common mistake is line quality. Without having practiced drawing cubes, beginners tend to draw one straight line multiple times, either like this or like this. Your cube will look fuzzy or the line will be really thick. Thick lines make your cube look right, cause human vision pick the right one filling to the space. It is like autocorrect. But you don't want this. You won't be as accurate as possible when you practice drawing cubes. The second mistake beginners make is not thinking in 3 dimensions. You may know the technical steps to draw a cube, but if you use it in some conditions, it will look wrong. For example, if I draw a 1-point perspective cube which follows all the instructions like this, it looks right? But if you tilt these side planes into a more angled position, it still follows all the drawing rules, but it won't look right. Check the magic cube in our view. You'll notice the side planes moving. The front plane is going to be tilted slightly upward, so this cube becomes a 2-point perspective cube. The third mistake beginners make is having 2 vantage points too close to each other, which creates a warped cube. This mistake happens when beginners draw a table in the foreground. The table might be okay because you only see a corner of it, but anything you put on top of it will look distorted and unnatural. One time while I was still in school, I set up a background of a kitchen which the 2 main perspective points are too close to each other, mainly because I was lazy and not aware of the consequence of this situation. Later on, I had to redraw everything because my whole drawing was based on improperly set up vantage points. The fourth one, I mentioned it before, and it happened to me a lot when I start practice drawing cubes. It is drawing boxes instead of cubes. You think they are cubes, but actually they are boxes. There are no tricks to prevent you from drawing cubes instead of boxes. The only way you can change this is observation and practice, in order to get a sense of 3-dimensional feeling on paper. However, there's one trick I want to tell you here so you can check on your own. Once you finish your cube, rotate your paper and see the cube still looks like a cube after rotation. You can rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. If the cube looks perfect in any view, then it is probably a well-done cube. Last but not least, most beginners want to apply everything on their drawings at once, but this is not the case for drawing cubes. The reason we practice drawing cubes is because we want to draw more complicated things properly, and this is the method we can measure and correct them. So, if you know how to draw a 3-point perspective cube, it doesn't mean you should start drawing everything in 3-point perspective. It works good on top buildings and drastically angled shots, but not for regular things. So let's say 80% you need to draw regular scenes and 20% you want to emphasize on your illustration, so you use your advanced knowledge, maybe 3-point perspective skills or even 5-point perspective skills. Practice the basic one first and it will lead you to the harder one. So, this is pretty much top 5 mistakes you could make when drawing cubes. Here's a question for you. What mistake do you make when you draw cubes? Leave comments down below and we can help each other in the comments section. Also, my students ask me if I can check their cubes for them. How about create a drawing groups on Facebook so we can encourage and help each other on the way? Let me know in the comments section down below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get further guides and tips for drawing. I'll see you next time.
God damn it!
What mistake do you make when you create the drawing groups on Facebook so we can